Hello everybody, this is another edition of the Sun Sports Show. Greg Clevin along with Mike Shaughnessy, Nick Clark, John Sherman. Nick, how's the golf situation looking in your area?
Pretty good. I think it's interesting, Mike, obviously brought up Eden Prairie and what they were able to do to get into the state tournament. It can't be argued, but I think this thing could be a coin flip between a couple teams. I think Wayzata is definitely in that conversation. They've beaten Eden Prairie, I think, twice this year in tournaments that they've played. And the Trojans came back. They were down 10 strokes after the first day to Edina.
Let's not talk about that.
Ridges of Sand Creek in the Section 6 AA tournament. And that first day, the wind was blowing. It was, and if you're familiar with the golf course, the front nine of that golf course is played kind of in the link style, which is wide open. And from what I understand, trying to keep that ball anywhere near a fairway was quite the challenge. But the following day, Wayzata came back, ended up winning by 6 or 7 strokes to get in, shot 293, 294, somewhere in there, as a team that second day to erase that deficit and to make it through. They're going to be formidable in the state tournament next week at Bunker Hills. Unlike a lot of courses, Bunker Hills is a golf course where it's not wide open. You have to hit it straight. There's a lot of big pine trees. If you're anywhere off the fairway, they'll be in your way. I played the course earlier this week actually, and I can say the greens are in fantastic shape. They're rolling true. So if the guys are putting well, we could see some scores. I think I think Egan has the state record 591 for a state championship. That could be in jeopardy this year with the way some of these teams are playing going in. In Class 2A, Orono's back to defend its state championship, and the Spartans are quite the team. They could go to that 3A tournament and compete. They've been under 300 a couple times this year for a team score. They have, out of their top 7, 6 of them are sophomores.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is a team that won the Wright County Conference, which keeps track of its tally by overall strokes. By over 70 strokes, they won the conference championship. They've been number 1 in Class 2A since the start of the year, or since the rankings first came out. And it would be surprised if they didn't repeat and maybe win a couple more here in the next couple of years. This is a team that looks set up to go on, an Edina-like tennis run where they just, not touched. Patrick Johnson is their best player. He's a sophomore. He was a medalist in Section 5, Class 2A Section 5 out there at Crow River Country Club in Hutchinson. And I think they had 4 golfers in the top 6. They're tough to beat. Every one of their guys can shoot even par or lower, and sounds like it might be that way for a while for Orono. So yeah, they're still playing.
John, Dennis had a stranglehold on all the country club sports titles over the years, tennis, golf. How does it look in golf this year?
The girls' golf team is in state for the first time in 12 years. They've got a good chance at it. Strong play from Aubrey Nelson, who's their best player, a junior. And they have Adele Hankey, who's one of the stars of their tennis team, also has been playing very well and had a peak performance in the section tournament. As disappointed as I am that the Edina boys aren't moving on, they were upset by Wayzata. Well, not really upset, but they lost to Wayzata. I have my faith in the Edina girls team that they're going to do pretty well at state.
Well, I've got Eden Prairie boys and girls team going to state. We've talked about Eden Prairie boys team shooting that remarkable 586 to win the Class 3A Section 2 title. And Ty Armstrong has done just a wonderful job coaching the Eden Prairie team. His main problem during part of the regular season was figuring out who is he going to use for the varsity. I mean, he brought Eden Prairie 1 and the Eden Prairie 2 team to one, and I forget what tournament it was, but I think they finished first and second and stuff. So he's got some just outstanding players. A lot of them got their golf upbringing at Olympic Hills, Bear Path, Bent Creek. But this Tommy Kaler, who just shot a heck of a round for him in the Section 2 tournament, he's sort of come out. He started the season maybe as their number 5, number 6, and he's just emerged as one of their top. You know, you go through their team, and Ty says, you know, Dylan Baker, Kevin Brook, Austin Wilson was their medalist in a lot of meets. Mike Foreman, Justin Blader was up there all season. You know, that's quite a crew. So they've got the depth, and I think Bunker Hills won't phase these kids because they've grown up on some very tough courses and stuff.
Yeah, you can score out there. You got to be straight off the tee to score, and that's, you know, if they're okay, whoever is best on the tee and best on the greens is going to win this thing as a team. And I think there's 4 or 5 teams this year that have proven that they can, you know, be in that conversation. It's going to be exciting to see, you know, how that first day is going to kind of be jockeying and see who ends up where, and that back 9 on Wednesday afternoon it could be pretty interesting to see where the teams are coming up. And it's unfortunate because as a spectator or as a reporter, you really have no idea what's happening. I mean, there's not a big scoreboard. You know, you hear word of mouth how this kid's doing, how that kid's doing, but you know, usually, you know, maybe you come down to that last hole every once in a while, you have a better idea on how some of the, you know, the scores.
Nick, how tough is that course really? What did you shoot up there? let's get down to brass tacks.
87, but at my 87.
Did you give those 4-foot putts?
No. We were playing
87 with no gimmies.
No,
well, that's pretty good.
There was no gimmies when what we were, you know, we weren't playing just for fun. Oh. But it's a tough golf course, and you know it's long, but you know, Mike alluded to, these guys can hit the ball a long way, so keep it straight and you'll be okay.
Thanks, guys. That should wrap up this segment of the Sun Sports Show. We'll be back with another segment.